Yo, yo, yo. We back again. So my man right here normally get a taper cut. I've been cutting it for a long time. I ain't put him on video yet. I always said I was gonna do it. Never did do it. Now here we go. Early in the year. We gotta get him on, you know what I'm saying? They had the Grammys on Sunday. And he won Best Drummer of the Year. He won Best Drummer of the Year.
Hey.
So, you know, I might as well piggyback off his back, you know.
That's what I should be doing, probably.
And ride the wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If you can make a living doing what you love, you never have to work.
Man, tell me about it.
But, that's the downfall of life.
Yep.
It ain't what we want all the time.
Yep.
We can't always get it.
Once you get the wife and kids, you got the second. That's a second thought sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I understand.
Because I got a lot of musician friends, you know, that went that route, and they went without a long time, you know, trying to make it. Some of them made it. Some of them made it. Some of them didn't. But that's a risk you got to be willing to take.
You know, I know, man, bruh.
Yeah,
we was out there starving. I remember getting phone calls. I'd be standing here cutting. We need you in Atlanta right now in the studio. Can you make it here by 7 o'clock this evening? I look up, man. It was like 11.
Yeah.
I went home, packed the bag, jumped in the car, drove to Atlanta, drove to outside the studio. They met me out there, gave me my soundtrack. They said, write a song to this, and your studio time is at 1 a.m. I was like, what?
Man.
I've been on the road for the last 4.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
After cause see, when I woke up that morning, I was standing here cutting when they called me.
Yeah.
You know? And, but it made the soundtrack for an independent film.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there's the things you have to do when you're trying to get on. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I mean, I don't regret it. You know, I've seen a lot, learned a lot, had a lot of good experiences from it.
Yeah.
It taught me more about business than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How to maneuver. Because I don't care what nobody say. When you get that hustler mentality, you apply it to everything.
That's
It ain't,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That doesn't change.
That's right. Yeah, I guess I was just always content playing at churches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Playing for my dad. You know, my dad pastored for 25 years before he passed away, so I was just content. And playing locally and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There was a side of me that wanted to branch out for sure, but I never took that step, man.
Well, it's like you say, you started young.
Yep.
You got a family when you was young.
Yep.
You got married when you were young.
Yep.
See, and I didn't. I already knew what I was trying to do. I was trying to make it in music business.
Yeah.
So I didn't want a family. I knew that I was gonna have to be out on the road. You know, and I wanted to be in the house with my kids every day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like my daddy and parents was there for me every day, every night. So I knew about that life. And I didn't want my kids out here, and I didn't want no woman out here carrying my kid. And I ain't want no illegitimate kids. I ain't want no woman out here struggling with my kids. No. I'm going to be there for my kid. And whoever I done got pregnant, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to be the daddy and the husband that I should be. So I wanted to make it and get the money going and get all that before I, you know, just decided to have a family. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wanted to be secure, you know, money-wise. But I went pro in something other than singing.
You definitely a pro.
Hey, we were talking about that a minute ago. He was like, man, what were you saying? How it's a blessing just to be able to sit down in the chair and I
Yeah,
can tell
man,
you.
I can call you or text you. And most of the time, 95% of the time, be like, hey, what time? I let you know. first class service. I come in and sit in the chair, maybe one or two, but most of the time I'm in and out quick. You know, you can't beat that kind of service.
No, you can't.
Can't beat it, man.
And I was saying, bro, I feel that way. Like, you know, people take waitresses for granted. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
That's life. You know, the only people you don't take for granted is your doctor, pretty much. But when my waitress isn't at the restaurant that I frequent all the time, it's like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got to reteach somebody, retrain somebody, talk to somebody all over again. You don't know if you finna get the woman with the attitude that's going to spit in your coffee and spit in your grits. And, you know, come on. It's like, golly, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when you can just go somewhere at a service business and sit down and don't really have to worry and don't worry about nothing because you know he or she got you,
Yep.
That's priceless, bro.
That's right.
And I have a couple waitresses down here on the coast that's like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know now that I'm saying that people will be like, yeah, you know, my waitress I do be looking for that particular lady when I go in the store. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, man. You don't know how easy or how good you got something until it's gone, you know?
That's right.
You really don't know how easy your mama be making your stuff. You know what I'm saying? She make your life easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if you could find a wife that can be that in your life, what a blessing. you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Man, I be having I'm a grown man. My mama still be doing stuff.
Yep.
Like, Moss, I be having to tell her, nah, stop. That's why I'm overweight now. She cooking food and giving it to me.
Come get you a plate.
Yeah.
You like, okay.
Hey, come get you a plate. Yeah. And then when she fixed the doggone thing, she fixed them too big. I be like, Ma, I can't eat all this food. Man. My mama ain't learned that portion size for nobody. I'm talking about every plate she fixed for people just too big. But it is what it is, man. Yes, the little things, bro, that you got to worry about. Because here's the thing. With men, most of the time, most men, we got the big things in life. You know what I'm saying? We are expecting the big things. We are expecting to pay the house mortgage and the rent and the car note. We're expecting to do that. Even if your old lady is doing it. Even if your wife paying it. You know, you still know that somewhere along the way, if she get pregnant or sick, you know, it's just a plus if she there to add a little value to the situation. Mm-hmm. But you pretty much know that you still are commanded to be that person. Yeah. She ain't commanded to be that person. You are, you know? Mm-hmm. So, and I'm going to tell you, man, it you know, just to be able to have somebody there that can help out, that's great. Mm-hmm. But when you know it's all on you, you know?
Well, you know, like when you're raised that way as a man, you know, you have a real man in your life and they show you what a man does, just handle business, period.
Right.
You just don't mind, man. And like you say, if you got a wife or fiance or whatever that can help, that just adds to a man's value. But without it, we can still handle the business. That's what we're gonna do. Regardless. If my wife said, "Baby, I don't think I'm gonna work no more," I'm like, "Okay, well, well, that's fine. We can do that, you know."
And you know, man, I hear a lot of these guys. You know, I listen to a lot of podcasts, a lot of these shows. Mm-hmm. But you know, I hear and I feel and I understand. Mm-hmm. You know, they talking about, are you a 50-50 man or a 50-50 woman and all this stuff. And most of the time, the people that's asking that question are women. Do you believe in 50-50? Because a lot of those women that's saying that stuff, they trying to find out already prematurely if they gonna get like dominated or made a slave in the house. So are you a 50? So we gonna go 50-50 on everything, and you can't just boss me around and tell me what I need to do. That's why they asking that question. But I'm gonna tell you right now, men, women, listen to me. Men would love to trade positions with you, to be able to have that tag stuck to their back to say you gotta go to work.
Yeah.
You gotta do this. But it's like that in everything. The grass always greener on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You looking for something that ain't even meant for you. Mm-hmm. You know? I mean, women, if you want to work, work. And your husband cool with it, work. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Go on and work. Mm-hmm. But if it comes a time to shut it down, your job over your kids, you need to shut it down. If your husband taking care of everything or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shut it down and be there, because that's the most important job anyway.
That's right.
Because you don't know what they doing to your kid at that daycare center.
Yep.
And then that's another thing. I got partners, man, them and their wives, they be like, man, if my wife just quit working, I would be able to save more money because we spending too much money out in daycare.
Yeah, yeah.
Said if we're losing money by her working, we're losing. Right. I got partners that have that problem.
Yeah, they're commuting to work.
Right.
Gotta have a real dependable car.
He had 2 kids, and with the 2 kids, you talking about paying what you reckon a week of daycare, man?
Probably about $400-500.
I know he told me I think he told me their daycare was right at $2,000 a month for both kids.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
that's a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
A month.
Yeah. If you're willing to give a stranger $2,000 to watch your kid, why not hold up, not the husband. We got to talk to the wife. Wife, why not stay home and let your husband give you $2,000? You got it all anyway, because he working for y'all.
Yeah.
So here, baby, take this $2,000, do whatever you want to do. Shop till you drop. Just don't go give it to Sally Sue down there at Rape Your Kids R Us or something. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, he's crazy.
You know, because you just don't know what's going on when you ain't got your eyes on your kid. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah. Then you got to evaluate the situation. You know, if it's causing a strain, then it need to be evaluated for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, man, like that couple, I think in Louisiana, that's probably the sickest thing I've heard.
What's that?
She was a school teacher, like 4th grade school teacher, and he was a police officer, I believe. And she was around there cooking brownies and cupcakes, and he was around there putting semen in the cupcake, and she would bake them and bring them to the kids.
Oh God.
Yeah, they just threw her away, and they gave him like double life. Yeah, and she got like 30-40 years. But my thing is this: to me, she needs more time, because you are the person that's bridging this gap. You are the facilitator. You are the middle person. The common denominator is you. You are the wife, and you are the school teacher of these little children. You knew your husband was doing this. You picked them cupcakes up off that stove. You put them in the stove, pulled them out the stove, bagged them, brought them to your student. And why does she get less time than the man who's sitting over here being a stupid nutcase, acting a fool? The truth is this: she needs more time, because that dude don't even know them kids. He probably don't even know where she work at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's crazy.
I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, yeah, look it up. Look it up.
That's sick.
Man, they just locked them up a couple months ago. I think they stay in Louisiana. And bruh, all I can say is, all I can say is,
a lot going on.
Yeah, man. You just got to really put yourself in the mother parent situation.
Got to be watchful, man. I mean, in that situation, ain't nothing you could have done. But
think about the restraint that the parents are doing
After finding
that out. Think
rough.
about the restraint that they're. Whew,
Yeah, that's rough.
that's why I can't even say what I want to say.
Yeah.
Man.
That's rough there.
And it shouldn't be never nothing no eligible for parole. You should never be up for parole. Never. You know? I mean, these little kids can't wait for you to bring a cupcake. They, you know what I'm saying? They looking forward to this cupcake.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when you look at it like that, yeah. If we can save $2,000, get that $2,000 to your wife. If she a good wife, she deserve it. So give it to her, let her spend it. Who cares what your wife do with it? At least you know. At least you know she ain't in there poisoning your kids. You married her, you created them kids with her. So yeah, and then to spend $2,000 a month on toys, clothes, and trinkets every month, that's a lot. That's a lot of buying.
Mm-hmm.
Every month. Every month, you ain't gonna be spending this type of money now. So you actually gonna save some money. You know what I'm saying? She might spend $500. She might spend spending $500 a month on yourself, or just on yourself. I ain't talking about bills.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to do that especially for a guy like me. I never spend $500 on myself. Never. I mean, you know, once you kind of got stuff, it slows down. It's kind of like moving. When you move into a house, you're going to spend a lot of money by getting your furniture and getting stuff prepared for you to live there. But once you move in there, after 3 months, you don't spend that much money anymore. You just pay the bills. And, you know, same with your family.
Mm-hmm.
After she done bought them kids some stuff for the first 3 months out the year, they almost good to go for the rest of the year. When it comes to toys, I mean, you always buy a little something here and there. But, you know, I done heard parents in the store so many times, you don't need that, you already got that. No, put them shoes back, you already got that color. I done heard that so many times. You already got that. So, and that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
So this Super Bowl Sunday, man, who you picking?
Oh, I'm going to go with the Eagles just because I like Hurts. I like Saquon. So that's my pick.
All right.
That's my pick.
Now,
But they got to come on with it. they got to play a game with no mistakes.
I'm going to put it to you like this. I like both teams. I like both quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And we almost had a historical Final Four in the AFC and the NFC Championship.
Okay.
We almost had 4 black quarterbacks playing in that position. And that game had Lamar Jackson won.
Okay.
But somehow the Bills won. They lost to the Kansas City Chiefs the way they beat the Ravens with a drop pass.
Yeah.
But so that was almost historical on Martin Luther King Day, you know. That would have been cool to see. But here's why I'm going. Man, I can't say even I'm going for them. Here's why I would like to see Kansas City Chiefs continue to win. Because Brady got like 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And records are set to be broken.
Okay.
And at this point, Mahomes the only one that can pretty much reach his record. He's been to the AFC Championship game 7 times in his little career. He's played in, this will be his 5th Super Bowl.
Yep. Okay.
He's won 3 championships out of 4 already.
Mm-hmm.
So if he get this one, he would have 4 championships and still got 3 more to go, which is a humongous feat to win a Super Bowl and get back there.
Yeah.
But here's the problem with Kansas City. This is the absolute worst team, talent-wise, that they have had since they've been on this little run for the Super Bowl these last 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
This team isn't explosive. The defense not even that great to me, but yet they're in the Super Bowl, which lets you know they're still a great team with less talent. It makes them a better football team. They better. They just don't have the guys that, like, Kelsey ain't even catching as many passes this year as he normally does. You know, the boy's awesome, but he ain't getting off like he used to.
Yeah.
And they don't have that deep threat anymore with the boy that went down to Miami. What's his name?
Tyreek.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek, yeah.
Yeah, he's not there, and I don't think Hopkins is filling his shoes that good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They went and hired another guy out of college that was a deep threat.
Worthy.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, ain't none of them Tyreek. You know that, and I'm pretty sure he want to come back. And if I was him, I would come back like Eric Bieniemy. He was a offense coordinator, whatever the case may be, and I was like, I don't think it's good that he would leave and go to another team just so he can be the play caller. Because here's why. Right now, you getting a couple million a year. You winning good. No worries. Job-wise. You got job security as long as you and Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes still on the team.
Yeah.
If you ever get up and go to another team and you start losing, you're now fired. Yeah. And you're just a regular guy who going to be back on somebody's sideline in a special team coach situation where he went to Washington who didn't have a quarterback. Wrong move there. And now you wind up coaching college the following year. Now you ain't in the Super Bowl. You ain't in the head coach talk anymore. You see, as long as he was playing with Kansas City Chiefs, he was always in the head coach talk.
Yeah.
But here's the difference. Nobody talked about it. Everybody failed to report on that he wasn't calling the offensive plays.
Okay.
That's why he wouldn't really get no head coaching job. You know, they just like, oh, here goes a black coach that they're not giving a chance. He's winning all these Super Bowls. Yeah, he need to stay there and keep winning Super Bowls until he can get another position, because Andy Reid was the offense caller. Mm-hmm. It wasn't Eric Bieniemy like they thought. So, but everybody in the NFL knew that. That's why he never got a head coaching job. Now, do I think the man still deserves a shot at a head coaching job? Yeah, because he still was out there. He still was coaching, and it's not like he don't know what's going on. The man that won, 3 Super Bowls at the time, been in 4, so it's not like he.
So where's this guy at now?
He was at UCLA last year.
Okay, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where he at this year. He either back at UCLA or he's back in the NFL. I think he was at UCLA. He was at UCLA this past football season, I believe. Mm-hmm. But I think he's leaving or just left, going somewhere else now. See, once you start getting dropped out the pros back to the college ranks, it's kind of like might be done here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, come on. Can we?
If you can go and turn a program around, then you it's worth it. But it's just taking that chance.
Right.
Yeah.
Taking that chance. That's exactly what it is, a chance. So, I like I almost want to say the Eagles is the favorite to win, in my opinion, because here's what you got to look at. They got A.J. Brown, Mississippi product. Mm-hmm. They got Smith, Louisiana product. Mm-hmm. Then you got Jalen Hurts, Texas product. And both them boys played at Alabama together in college. You got the down south boys doing their thing. Then you got the number 1 running back in the NFL. Saquon is a beast. That boy, they're cold. You got a great defense. See, the Eagles got a fleet of receivers that go get that ball. And they got a good tight end.
Hurts going to have to play great on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because the defense going to target Saquon a lot now. Yeah, he can make plays, but,
See, here's the kicker, though. Kansas City Chiefs front 4. That boy out of Mississippi State, Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Them boys there, they got that line covered. They ain't got to run no special schemes or nothing for them boys.
Yep.
Them boys be teeing off on that line.
Yep.
But but of course y'all know we're an hour away from where they have the Super Bowl at New Orleans, and you going down there today, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go not to the game. I'm just gonna go to some of the little pre-events. Me and my wife gonna
And I got
check it out.
my other partner going down there today too.
Yeah.
He told me last night he taking his boys down there, let them see the pregame stuff. I started to ride down there, you know, because this is better. Doing all of the festivities through the week, it's kind of like better than going to the actual Super Bowl, because the day of the Super Bowl, all that stuff shut down. Just being down there, I was down there when the Rams was in the Super Bowl back in like '99, whenever that was, way back then, 2000, 2001. Yeah, around 2001. It's the year my cousin got killed, I believe. So yeah, we was down there together. So you know.
Yeah, I know they have something called the Super Bowl experience at the convention center.
Mm-hmm.
Where you know supposed to be able to see some people, you know, some players,
yeah, you
sign autographs and stuff.
My brother sets those shows up at the convention center.
Okay.
Yeah, you gonna see his work when you get there.
Okay. Yeah, we just gonna go walk around, check it out, spend the night.
Okay, y'all gonna stay on down there, huh?
Find something to eat. Come on back tomorrow.
So when the parents away, the children will play. So you come back to a house that's gonna be burnt down.
No sir, I got it covered. Like, hey, you was talking about Mama earlier.
Yeah, you already gave the put the word out there.
Mama gonna help me out again.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You
She coming through for you.
You know, Mom, just one call.
Yeah.
And my stepdad, they one call away.
Yeah, I know he coming.
Oh yeah, they gonna help me out.
Your son might say, I'm gonna go live over here with granddad. While y'all gone, I'll be over here with him. You know how he be talking, talking all up. Oh, yeah, live with him.
Mm-hmm.
He quick to run somewhere with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course y'all know that's why all my people from New Orleans. My brother still stay down there, and he sets up shows all across the country. He sets up the Essence Fest. He sets up the any convention, like he did the Republican convention out in Indianapolis. He does body part shows for doctors, tire shows, new tile, anything China got a product coming out with, or your company got a product coming out with. He when the Essence come, he sets up trailers for. He picks up Kim Kardashian and they sisters, Tracy, Diana Ross' daughter, Kangaroo Jack, the one they call me. What's his name? Guy played Kangaroo Jack, black comedian.
I don't know who that is.
He got a lot of shows on ABC. Blackish.
Black. Oh, okay.
What's the guy name?
Anthony.
Oh, Anthony Anderson.
Anthony Anderson. Okay.
Yeah, he do a lot of work with all of the people, man.
Okay.
He's been doing it for many years. He worked a lot out of Vegas though. Mm-hmm. Even though he based out in New Orleans, but a lot of his shows are in Vegas. He'll be gone. He'll be in New York for about three months. Before DMX passed away, he used to have lunch with DMX all the time. He said they met in the restaurant, and every time he was in the restaurant, DMX would come in the restaurant. He said he'd just be sitting there by himself. He said then they start just talking. Next thing you know, it was in there together all the time, having lunch. Yeah, they got, like Irv Gotti died, man. I feel say, these celebrities, they got more problems than me and you got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The lifestyle, man, from the foods, the liquor, the wine, the women, the guys, they creating a whole lot of problems in their life. They create the problem. See, we created our own problem too, but we ain't got $10 million to make that problem bigger.
I know that, man.
Whatever problem you got, it's going to be amplified once you get about $14 million in your hand. I'm talking about, man, the majority of the guys I was around, stars, I opened up for a lot of stars. I did some background for people,
Yeah.
And most of them people be jerks, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Once I started getting around them, I ain't even like the majority of them I was around. Ain't no sense in me lying to you. I ain't like them. From movie sets all the way down to the studio. Now I really like the Yin Yang twins though. They were cool cats.
They're from Atlanta, right?
Uh-huh. I wonder what them guys doing now, man. You don't see them, hear nothing about them no more. They got, either they made too much money or they just hung it up and said, forget it. But yeah.
Probably behind the scenes still making money.
Yeah, I like the Yin Yang twins, man. They were cool cats, bro. They were just down to earth. Ain't nobody, they wasn't acting no type of way. I ain't gonna call the names of the ones that, whew, that did. But I was like, man, I was a big, huge fan until I had to open up for him one time. Hey, Gerald Levert wouldn't let me open up for him one time. So they had booked me to open up for him. And so I'm ready. I did a show with Sugar Hill Gang. Ray J wind up getting me. Well, I'll put it like this. I was to sing. Next thing I know, the promoters of the radio station come. I'm literally walking up the stage, walking up the stair. They came and tapped me on the shoulder like, hey man, we're gonna need you to come on back down. We finna replace you with Ray J. I'm like, what? What you mean replace me with Ray J? Man, I had been out there from like 9 a.m. It was like 7 p.m. that night. It was me, Roy Jones, them. I was running with guys in his camp at the time. Chopper, my partner L Boogie, who had got me down there with by the head, Roy Jones. Sugar Hill Gang, JT Money. So this, you see this early 2000s, late 90s. And then this tour bus pulled up, had on the side Brandy's brother. You know, nice tour bus, you know, and I had forgot they were from Mississippi too. So, you know, we wound up chopping it up. But, yeah, man, they pulled me off my show. You know, and I was trying to get on back then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was trying to get on, man, and so they gave my spot to him. And had I known YouTube was coming out,
Yeah.
I could have got popular if I'd have said, hey, Ray J, meet me around back, man. Yeah, I'm just joking, Ray J. Nah, but we wound up, Ray J, he offered me a little something to, you know, because some stuff did happen, you know what I'm saying? And they were just like, hey, y'all just come on over here, man. We just hang out together. We just all go hang out at the club and have a good time, man. And, you know, and we'll work on doing stuff, you know, in the future, managers. And because it had got a little tense, you know, for how the whole thing unfolded, you know what I'm saying? With my manager and the situation, you know. And they knew that because he had the bigger name that they took an artist that was up and coming off the show, like me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so yeah, my side was putting up a little argument. You know what I'm saying? So they was just like, man, just come on with us, bro. That's what we did. You know what I'm saying? We just went hung out, exchanged information, but we never did no work after that. You know what I'm saying? It was fun for that night, I guess.
Now you're a successful businessman.
Yeah.
Flipping houses and cutting hair.
Yeah.
You ain't got to cut hair. You just like to cut hair a little bit.
I cut hair for the people, bro. It's hard. As much as I want to walk away, it'd be hard because, you know, people depend on you. So it's like you finna go to your event with your wife.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to look good for it.
That's right.
That's what's up. Hey, I appreciate y'all guys rocking with me. Y'all already know how we go. All right, man.